At number 23, the Detroit Lions were supposed to make a selection, but they trade that to the Denver Broncos. And I talked about this in my mock draft. I talked about this on my should, won't, will video that the Lions have no business selecting at 23. They needed to get out. There was no reason, no value here for them at 23 unless someone fell to them that had no business falling, and that didn't happen. And so they got out of the pick like I said they should. Bravo to the Lions for picking up more picks down the road. Meanwhile, Denver comes up to 23 to get who? Shane Ray, a guy that, and I haven't talked about this yet, so this is a great time to do this, really dropped the ball by having himself pulled over by the police. First of all, if you know you've been smoking weed, which you know you're not supposed to be doing, you can't drive 90 miles an hour on the interstate and then get pulled over and then have the police officer smell the hint of weed, make you get out of the car, and find weed on you. That can't happen. It did happen to Shane Ray. And so because of that occurrence, because of that transgression, he drops out of the top 5, out of the top 10, and all the way down to 23, where the Denver Broncos, right in their wheelhouse, are able to trade up and get him. So it's a great selection for Denver. I'm really upset at the kid because he lost himself some money, but he did end up on one heck of a football team in the Denver Broncos. And I talked about the Broncos needing one of two things. They needed either an offensive lineman or a pass rusher. Those are the only two positions that can help them right now as constructed. They're in win now mode. They need a player that's going to put them over the top. I don't know if Shane Ray is going to do that, but he is definitely going to be a year one contributor. And DeMarcus Ware not getting any younger. And in the AFC playoffs last year, it was very apparent that the Denver Broncos need more pass rush. They could not get to Andrew Luck enough in that football game, and they end up losing. And so this guy, Shane Ray, quickest, most explosive first step you'll see in this entire draft. He's going to help the Broncos tremendously get pressure on the quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if he came in year one and had an Aldon Smith type impact off the bat. So that is a big time pickup for the Denver Broncos at 23. Let's give them their selection as they take off the board. After trading up with Detroit, they come up and get a Shane Ray outside linebacker out of Missouri. So that's a big time pickup for them. And of course, I didn't have Shane Ray going anywhere near the 20s because when my mock draft was made, he was supposed to be a top 10 pick. So Broncos get great value at the bottom of the first round, trading with the Detroit Lions coming up to 23 to get their man. It's going to do it for the Denver Broncos and their addition by drafting Shane Ray. We'll talk about 24 and what's going to happen at that position as the Arizona Cardinals are now on the board.
The waiting game is the hardest one to play. Then it happens.
If you want more Louie, be sure to follow me on Twitter at In the Lab Room, or like the Facebook page at In the Lab Room. That's In the Lab Room on Facebook and at In the Lab Room on Twitter.